Hi guys, SJ here. Welcome to my channel. So this video is very special to me. It's one of my most favorite layouts I've done so far, and these people whom you see right here are my people, my friends. There are few people who I've missed out. That doesn't mean that they are not special to me or I don't love them. You know who you are, so I'm not mentioning the names, and you will come in probably in the future layouts. And here I am trying different methods to arrange my photos. My initial plan was to arrange it in a circle and have a title in between or along the circle, but that didn't work out. Then my plan was to have the pics arranged along the sides of the paper. I didn't like that either. Here I am arranging it in a vertical pattern on the sides. Now when I see it I like it, but then I didn't like it as much, so I moved it a little bit to the middle and I just loved it. That's why I'm giving thumbs up. The next step was to have something to back my photos on, and that pattern paper which you see right there is from Summer Vibes. Many of you might have used it. I've been holding it for so many years since it released that I finally decided to use it up. I'd already used it for one layout which is gonna come soon in my channel, so this was the remaining of that what I had used earlier in my layout. So then the next option was this hexagon pattern paper, which I love to the core too. I think it's from American Craft Summertime collection. It's kind of old collection, but I'm just in love with summer colors that I had to buy it, and I'm just in love with that paper. So I finally decided to go with the Summer Vibes one as it had subtle color to it, and I just wanted something a little light on the background. So I decided to go with this, and that paper which you see behind was my initial choice of the background paper, but you'll see me later on going against it and using the white cardstock as a background. And here I am trimming my photo so that it would fit in that 12 by 12 strip, because I wanted a little space between each photos and I didn't want it to look clustered and stuck together mainly. Here we are changing it to the white cardstock. The main reason why I didn't want the confetti pattern paper to be the background is because I wanted to do mixed media on the background, and I felt that on doing mixed media on a pattern paper like that would clash the confetti colors and the mixed media colors, which I didn't want to happen. So I decided to go about with a plain white cardstock. Here I am arranging my pictures. I just wanted them to be in a certain way that day. I don't know why. I just had an image in mind. I just wanted certain people to be there in certain rows, and I was arranging according to that. And here I am deciding that I want a little pop, little dimension to my pictures. So the best way to do that is by adding foam. And to any people who wants a little something to their layout, add foam behind your pictures. It will give you a dimension and a little extra something. And so here I am, every photos are stuck down, which is a very great relief. That's why that thumbs up, because whenever I have a small space to fill in and I have to fit few photos into that, it's very scary because I always have a notion that I'd end up having a photo hanging out at some point without fitting into the pattern paper, which I'm very scared of. And so I was very scared when I was doing that strip. So I was very careful for that, and I was feeling a great relief when I finished sticking all that together and it's all in one piece. And here I am deciding that I must do mixed media, and with the packaging technique, of course. I just love doing packaging techniques. To any people who haven't tried out mixed media, who are scared of trying it out, it's one of the best techniques, and you don't need to be an expert. You just have to add a few color on a package, a few little extra water, and then smoosh it down onto the paper, and it's perfect. It's the best thing. And that paints which you see right there are both watercolors, and some paints were so dark that I had to use a white watercolor paint so that it would bring down the color a bit. I didn't want the dark colors to be dominating in the background because I wanted everything to be subtle but bright. And so I was toning down pink, blue, purple, which I do in the future. So I had to tone down a little of every color. And here I am adding blue to the background and placing my picture in between to see if the colors are coming out, because ultimately mixed media in the background will be covered up mostly and there'll be only little showing out. And I wanted the colors to come out from either side of the pics as if it's been forced out or pushed out from in between, which I like. I like the way it is represented, and I love the way the mixed media looks on the background, how it is shown through the photos from either side. And here I am adding purple to the background. And another technique to tone down your color is to touch it down immediately, dry it out using tissue immediately once you just mush it on the paper, which will bring down the color also. And here I am placing the pic, and I found a little places where there were white backgrounds, so where there was white background showing, so I decided to use gelatos. And um, gelatos, the best method to use is by rubbing it onto the paper and just spreading it out using your hands, because packaging techniques won't work that fine. You will find it right now. See, it doesn't show that much. That's because gelatos don't have that bright color. All the pastel colors are not as bright as how the watercolor is. So the best option to use gelatos on the paper is by just rubbing it on the paper and just spreading it out using your finger. That's the best method to use gelatos. And the mixed media in the background is done, and the final step is to add splatters of every color. And adding splatter, it doesn't matter if the color is toned down or not, because you're just gonna get drops of it everywhere, and the brighter the drops are, the more it will show out. So this layout was also created for the crop. It was one of the challenges. The challenge was to use a song lyrics as the title, and the first thing which came across my mind when I heard song lyrics was I'll Be There For You from Friends. I'm a huge Friends fan, to be frank. To be very honest, I'm still addicted to it and I still watch it. So the first thing which came across my mind was Friends, and who else? So I added all my friends to the layout. And initially, my plan was to add the pics in a circle pattern and have the lyrics either around the circle or inside the circle. But once when I arranged the pics on the paper, I realized that the circle inside was so small that I couldn't fit the lyrics in, and I had to push the pics out a little bit so that all the pics would fit in, and that made the plan of having it around the circle also cancel out. And so I had to change the way the pics were arranged, and that's how this finally ended up being so. And once I did the background, I did the mixed media, and once I placed the photo in between, I realized that I must have Friends written somewhere on the layout, since it was the Friends theme song, which is the title. So the background was so bright, colorful, and there needed to be something which would show out or project out a bit, and that would be black would be perfect. And I needed something in black which would spell out Friends for me, and I didn't have any thickers in black one, and I wanted something which would be in the whole length of the strip, which was 12 inches. And for me, something to cover whole 12 inches using 7 letters of Friends was impossible. So I decided that I will draw it out. And so I saw the Friends logo, how it was written, and I drew it out, measuring the size of the alphabets. And drawing it out and fussy cutting it is one of the best decision I had done for the layout, mainly because it was black in color and it was perfect fit. All the seven letters perfectly fit the sides of the pic, which was so very satisfying. The main reason is that it's black color and it brought about the layout. The black made us focus more on the beautiful pics in between, which is of my friends, and that is something very nice that black can do. And that's the reason why many people add black splatters to the layout, so that it will bring about the rest of the details in the layout. That's how I feel. And here I am adding O and 0 so that I don't have enough O to add for TOO. So I had added 1 0 and 1 O. That's something which you can do with alphabets. You can mix and match and make a O into C or anything. And I felt that I must add foam behind Friends as well, so that it would give a little dimension there. And so here I am doing it. You won't see me doing the entire thing, obviously, because seeing someone add foam behind each and every letter is something very boring to watch. And the arrow which you see right there and the flower at the top right corner are both from the Posh collection chipboard sticker, and the one which you see down at the left corner is from the same collection as well, which is Posh, but it is from the sticker sheet. And I wanted a similar pattern to repeat on both the sides. That's why I decided to have the same cluster, similar clusters on either end of the top and the bottom. And so I'm sticking the strip down in between. And I forgot to tell you this, that this was the layout which had won me prize for the challenge, for the crop. And I was so happy that this layout was chosen because it's so special to me. And because all the people in here are special to me, that's the main reason. And here I am adding a few hearts. They are from carpe diem collection as well, from the Posh collection as well, from the sticker sheet. And one thing which I left to show is that I added the dots in between Friends, uh, just as it is how it is in the TV show. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the layout. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please do tell me if you liked the layout or not. Thank you.